July 20th, 1973. Bruce Lee dies in Hong Kong. His passport is placed in a sealed evidence box. 5 years later, August 12th, 1978. Malaysian immigration records show an entry. Name, Lee Jun Fan, Bruce Lee's real name. Passport number, K1547829. Same number as Bruce's passport. Stamped, approved, entry granted. The passport that was supposed to be locked away, used by someone, to enter Malaysia, 5 years after Bruce Lee died. For 45 years, this record was buried in immigration archives, until a researcher found it in 2023. And what they discovered suggests Bruce Lee either never died, or someone went to extraordinary lengths to make it look like he was still alive. Let me tell you about the passport that traveled without its owner. July 20th, 1973, Bruce Lee dies. The Hong Kong police begin their investigation. Standard procedure for sudden death. They collect everything: personal effects, clothing, documents, including his passport. Hong Kong passport K1547829, issued 1971, valid until 1976. The passport is photographed, catalogued, placed in evidence for the coroner's investigation. After the investigation concludes, August 1973, the passport is given to Linda Lee, along with Bruce's other belongings. She takes it home, puts it in a drawer, with Bruce's watch, his wallet, his wedding ring, things she can't throw away, but can't look at. The passport sits there, in that drawer, for years, untouched, forgotten, or so Linda thinks. 1978, 5 years later, Linda has moved on, somewhat, raising Shannon and Brandon, preserving Bruce's legacy, living with the grief. She's in the study, looking for old photos, for a documentary. Opens the drawer, Bruce's things. The passport is there. She picks it up, flips through it. The stamps, USA, Thailand, Japan, Hong Kong. Bruce's travels, his life, when he was alive. She's about to close it, then sees something. A stamp, at the back. Malaysia, August 12th, 1978. Linda freezes. 1978? That's this year, 5 years after Bruce died. She looks closer. Entry stamp. Kuala Lumpur International Airport. Clear. Official. Dated August 12th, 1978. Linda's hands shake. This is impossible. Bruce died in 1973. This passport has been in her drawer since 1973. How can there be a stamp from 1978? She checks the other pages. Maybe she misread. Maybe it's 1973, not 1978. But no, the stamp clearly says August 12th, 1978. Linda calls the Hong Kong police. I'm Linda Lee, Bruce Lee's widow. I need to report something strange. What is it, Mrs. Lee? My husband's passport. It has a stamp from this year, but he died 5 years ago. Silence. Can you bring the passport to the station? Linda does, the next day. Shows them. The detective examines it. This is definitely his passport. Same number, same photo. But look at the stamp. The detective sees it. August 12th, 1978, Malaysia. This is unusual. Unusual? It's impossible. Bruce has been dead for 5 years. This passport has been in my drawer the entire time. Are you certain? Yes, I put it there myself in 1973. Haven't touched it since today. The detective makes notes. We'll investigate. Could be a forgery. Could be administrative error. Could be what? I don't know, Mrs. Lee. The investigation begins. Hong Kong police contact Malaysian immigration. We need to verify a passport entry. August 12th, 1978. Hong Kong passport K1547829. Malaysian officials check. Come back. Yes, entry confirmed. Passport scanned. Face matched. Approved for 30-day tourist visa. Can you send us the entry records? They do. The Hong Kong police review them. Passport number K1547829. Name, Lee Jun-fan. Date of birth, November 27th, 1940. Entry date, August 12th, 1978. Entry point, Kuala Lumpur Airport. Purpose, tourism. Everything matches. Bruce Lee's passport, used to enter Malaysia, 5 years after his death. The detective calls Linda. Mrs. Lee, Malaysian immigration confirms the entry. The passport was scanned at Kuala Lumpur Airport, August 12, 1978. How is that possible? We don't know, but there's more. More? The entry photo. From the airport camera. Would you like to see it? Linda's blood runs cold. Yes. The detective sends it. A grainy black and white photo. Airport security camera. A man at immigration, handing over a passport. Linda zooms in. The man's face. Her heart stops. It looks like Bruce. Not identical, but very similar. Same build, same haircut, same posture. Linda can't breathe. Is that Bruce? No. Bruce is dead. She saw his body, attended his funeral. He's buried in Seattle. This is someone else. Has to be. But who? And why use Bruce's passport? The investigation expands. Malaysian authorities are contacted. We need hotel records. August 1978. Anyone using Hong Kong passport K1547829. They search. Find a match. Hotel Majestic, Kuala Lumpur. Check-in, August 12, 1978. Check-out, August 19th, 1978. 7 days. Name on registration, Lee Jun-fan. The hotel still has records, archived, but no security footage, too old, long destroyed. The registration card exists, handwritten. The signature, Lee Jun-fan. Linda is shown a copy. She compares it to Bruce's signature. Similar, very similar, but not identical. Slight differences. The loops, the pressure. A handwriting expert is consulted. Could be the same person, could be a skilled forger. Hard to say definitively. Linda doesn't know what to think. Part of her wants to believe. Bruce is alive, faked his death, living somewhere. But that's insane. Why would he do that? Abandon his family, his career, his legacy? The rational part knows. This is a forgery. Someone stole Bruce's identity, used his passport, a look-alike, a con artist. But why? The investigation continues. Months pass. Malaysian police interview hotel staff from 1978. Most don't remember. Too long ago. One elderly clerk does. Mr. Tan, now 82 years old, retired. I remember a Chinese man, looked like Bruce Lee. Everyone said so. He stayed quiet, didn't talk much, paid cash. Did he say why he was there? Tourism, that's all. But he didn't act like a tourist. What do you mean? Tourists are excited, take photos, ask questions. This man was secretive, kept to himself, wore sunglasses indoors, always checking over his shoulder. Like he was hiding? Exactly like that. Did anyone visit him? Yes, once. A Chinese woman, middle-aged. They met in the lobby, talked for maybe 10 minutes. Then she left. He looked upset after. Did you hear what they said? No, they spoke Cantonese, quietly, but I could see his face. He looked sad or scared. I couldn't tell which. Can you describe the woman? Mr. Tan thinks. Slim, short hair, wore a red dress, sunglasses. That's all I remember. The police show Mr. Tan photos. Linda Lee, Betty Ting Pei, other women in Bruce's life. Mr. Tan shakes his head. None of these. This woman was different. Older maybe, or just different. Another dead end. But the detail about the woman, it changes things. This wasn't just an impersonator, touring, making money off Bruce's name. This was something else. Someone meeting contacts, someone hiding, someone scared. The police investigate further. Check Malaysian records. August 1978. Any unusual activity. Criminal reports, missing persons, Anything connected to a Chinese man, matching the description. They find something. August 19th, 1978, the day the man checked out. A report, filed by another hotel guest. Complaint about noise. Room 447. The room next to the one registered to Li Junfan. Loud voices sounded like arguing. Around 2 a.m., then silence. Security checked. Found nothing. Room 447 was empty when they arrived. The man had checked out, in the middle of the night, without going through reception. Just left. Room key left on the bed. Cash for the bill left in an envelope. Gone. Was he running? From what? From who? The woman in the red dress? Someone else? Malaysian police check exit records. August 19th to 20th, 1978. Looking for passport K1547829. No exit stamp. The man entered Malaysia, but never officially left. Or, he left using a different passport, different identity. The mystery deepens. If this was just an impersonator, a con artist, why run? Why meet mysterious women? Why disappear without checking out? Unless this was something bigger, a conspiracy, a protection scheme, a government operation. Researchers find more. 1978 was significant. Cold War era. Hong Kong was British territory. Malaysia was non-aligned. Both had intelligence operations. Both had secrets. What if Bruce Lee wasn't really Bruce Lee, but an intelligence asset using Bruce's passport? For cover, for operations. It sounds insane, but possible. Bruce Lee was famous. Using his identity would provide perfect cover. Who questions Bruce Lee? Who searches Bruce Lee? Nobody. A former MI6 officer, retired, anonymous, contacts the researchers. I worked Southeast Asia, 1970s. I can't give details, but I can tell you this. Famous identities were used for operations. Dead celebrities especially, their passports, their names, perfect cover. Was Bruce Lee's identity used? I can't confirm or deny, but it's possible? Long pause. Many things were possible in those days. The officer refuses to say more, but the implication is clear. Bruce Lee's passport might have been used by intelligence services for operations in Southeast Asia. The man in Malaysia might have been a spy, using Bruce's identity as cover. That explains the secretive behavior, the mysterious woman, the midnight escape, the lack of exit stamp, everything. But it's just a theory, no proof, just circumstantial evidence and speculation. Shannon considers this. If my father's identity was used by spies, would we ever know? No, those operations are classified for decades, maybe forever. So we'll never know the truth? Probably not. Shannon accepts this. Some questions don't have answers. Some mysteries stay mysteries. And maybe that's appropriate for Bruce Lee. The man who transcended reality, became myth, became legend. Why shouldn't his passport also transcend death? Travel without him, live on. In a way, it's poetic. 1979, Linda decides to let it go. Too painful, too confusing. She locks Bruce's passport away, this time in a safe. Tries to forget, but she can't. The image of that man at the airport, looking like Bruce, haunts her. 1983, 10 years after Bruce's death, Linda receives a letter. No return address, postmarked Kuala Lumpur. Inside, a photograph. The same man from the airport, but clearer, closer. Taken in Malaysia. 1978, he's standing in front of a temple, smiling, wearing sunglasses, but unmistakably, Bruce's smile, Bruce's build, Bruce's presence. On the back of the photo, handwritten, some legends never die, they just disappear. No signature. Linda shows it to the police. They analyze it. The photo is real, not doctored, taken in 1978. Location confirmed, Kuala Lumpur. But who is this man? Bruce? Impossible. A double? Possible. But why? The letter is untraceable. No fingerprints, no DNA, just the photo and the message. Linda keeps it. Doesn't show anyone. Not even Shannon and Brandon. Too disturbing. Too impossible. 2023, 50 years after Bruce's death, a Malaysian researcher, Dr. Amir Hassan, is studying immigration patterns. 1970s Southeast Asia, going through old archives, digitizing records. Comes across an entry, August 12, 1978, passport K1547829, Lee Jun Fan. Dr. Amir recognizes the name, Bruce Lee's real name, but Bruce died in 1973. Dr. Amir investigates, contacts Hong Kong archives, confirms, Bruce Lee died July 20th, 1973. So how was his passport used in 1978? Dr. Amir publishes a paper, The Ghost Traveler, Bruce Lee's Passport Mystery, details everything, the entry stamp, the hotel records, the airport photo. The paper goes viral. Bruce Lee fans are obsessed. Theories explode. Bruce faked his death. He's in witness protection. He's living in Malaysia. It's a clone. It's a government conspiracy. Shannon Lee is contacted. Did you know about this? Yes, my mother told me, before she died. What did she think? She thought someone impersonated my father, used his passport somehow, maybe stole it, maybe forged it. But the hotel records, the signature, my mother said it wasn't his signature, close but not exact. And the photo? Shannon pauses. The photo, she never knew what to think about the photo. Researchers dig deeper, find more. Bruce Lee lookalikes, common in the 1970s, especially in Asia. After his death, his fame exploded. Dozens of impersonators, Bruce Lee, Dragon Lee, all making movies, all pretending to be Bruce. Maybe one of them used Bruce's passport, or a copy, to travel, to trade on the resemblance. But how did they get the passport number? The real passport was with Linda. Unless there were two passports. Bruce had multiple, for different countries. Hong Kong passport, American passport, maybe others. What if one wasn't accounted for? Researchers check. Bruce Lee had 1. Hong Kong passport K1547829 with Linda. 2. U.S. passport, also with Linda. No others registered. So how? The mystery deepens. A former Hong Kong immigration officer, retired, living in Canada, contacts Shannon. I worked immigration in the 1970s. I remember something. What? After Bruce Lee died, we had a problem. Fake Bruce Lee passports, lots of them. Con artists, impersonators, using forged documents. His name, his photo, his number. Why? Money, fame, access. Being Bruce Lee opened doors. Even dead, his name had power. Did you catch anyone? A few, but most got away. Went to countries with weak passport control. Southeast Asia, Africa, South America. Malaysia? Especially Malaysia. Big Bruce Lee fans there. Less strict immigration in the 70s. Shannon understands. Someone forged Bruce's passport, used it to enter Malaysia. Probably an impersonator. Trading on Bruce's fame. Mystery solved. Except the photo, the handwriting, the resemblance. Too perfect for a random impersonator. Shannon has a theory. What if it was someone Bruce knew? Someone who looked like him, had access to his documents, knew his signature. A double. Bruce used stunt doubles. In films, men who resembled him. What if one of them kept a copy of Bruce's passport, used it after his death? Shannon investigates Bruce's stunt doubles, 1970 to 1973, finds 3 names. 1. Yuen Hua, alive, living in Hong Kong, says he never used Bruce's passport. 2. Lam Ching Ying, died 1997, can't be asked. 3. Unknown double, used briefly on Enter the Dragon, no records. The unknown double, could that be him? Nobody knows his real name. just that he resembled Bruce, worked one film, then disappeared. Shannon tries to find him. Contacts enter the Dragon crew. Most are dead or don't remember. One assistant director remembers. Yeah, there was a guy, looked just like Bruce. Filled in for wide shots. Worked maybe 3 days. Paid cash. Never got his real name. Just called him Little Dragon. What happened to him? No idea. He left. Never saw him again. Dead end. The mystery remains unsolved. Did Bruce Lee's passport get stolen? Forged? Used by an impersonator? Or did Bruce Lee somehow survive? Fake his death? Travel to Malaysia? Live in hiding? Nobody knows. The evidence is contradictory. The passport was real. The entry was real. The photo looks real. But Bruce was dead, buried, gone. Shannon makes peace with not knowing. Some mysteries don't have answers, and that's okay. My father was larger than life, maybe even larger than death. If someone wanted to keep him alive, through impersonation, through mystery, through legend, maybe that's fitting. The passport remains in Shannon's possession now. The August 1978 stamp still there. Physical, undeniable, impossible, but real. And somewhere, maybe, someone knows the truth. The man in the photo, the ghost traveler, who used Bruce Lee's name to cross borders, to enter Malaysia, to live a life as a dead legend. Is he still alive? Still out there? Still carrying the secret? Or did he die too, taking the truth with him? We'll never know. But the stamp remains. August 12, 1978, Bruce Lee entered Malaysia 5 years after death. The impossible entry that proves nothing and suggests everything.